What up, folks? It's Ali Bozo here. On my way to work, I'm gonna chat a little bit about the this Earl Spence Mikey Garcia fight that's supposed to be happening. Excuse me, bless me. It's looking like it's gonna happen. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I don't know. I've said it before. I think Mikey takes his fight. If Mikey takes this fight and takes the Lomachenko fight afterwards, Hall of Fame. Because him taking this Earl Spence fight is for me is Hall of Fame. He deserves Hall of Fame because this is a fight that I don't. If Earl Spence comes out and does what he's supposed to do, like he didn't. Lamont Peterson, when he fought Lamont Peterson, wasn't the Lamont Peterson of old. Like he was, I don't think he was the Danny Garcia Lamont Peterson. But to make him curl, I don't want to say curl up, but he didn't. Lamont barely threw punches that fight. He didn't really want to fight. I remember Lamont shelling up, trying to slow walk into Earl. You know what I'm saying? Knew he was going to take some damage. I don't know, man. Mikey Garcia had issues with Sergey Lipinets. I think he had issues with Lipinets. I think Lipinets broke his nose. And out. If what's my man's name? If Adrian Broner would have stepped on the gas on Mikey Garcia, he'd have got Mikey Garcia out of there. If Adrian Broner would have stepped on the gas and actually decided to fight, because I don't know what was up with Adrian Broner that fight. Mikey Garcia shouldn't be able to beat Adrian Broner the way he beat him. Adrian Broner wouldn't throw punches, and that's just Adrian Broner's biggest issue. If Adrian threw punches like he was in 135, he would get people out of there. He had to throw more punches than he's thrown. You know what I'm saying? He had to throw more punches than he's been throwing. But that's why Mikey was able to get him out of there. That's why the Manny Pacquiao Adrian Broner fight could be a stoppage, because if you're gonna stand there and let Pacquiao throw at you, Pacquiao gonna throw at you. And Pacquiao was it Matisse he fought last time? And I don't know if he's on those power pellets, but if you still don't want to stand in front of Manny Pacquiao taking punches. So Mikey fighting Earl Spence. Earl Spence, I remember Earl Spence beating up Chris Algieri. Now, Chris Algieri gained my respect after the Rushin Palatnikov, I think that's how his name is pronounced. That fight, because he showed true grit in that fight. You know what I'm saying? He showed true grit in that fight, and he showed true grit in the Manny Pacquiao fight. Manny Pacquiao dropped him like 6 times. And he kept getting up, willing to fight. He was even still trying to fight in that Earl Spence fight, even though he was clearly outmatched. Right? I think that Chris Algieri beats Mikey. Or I think Chris Algieri is still a tough challenge for Mikey. So the way Earl dismantled Chris Algieri, and I'm not saying Chris Algieri was. I think Chris Algieri had a kickboxing background, so he came from kickboxing. So he's understood boxing. Granted, he hasn't been doing boxing as much, but he was doing kickboxing, so he was still in a combat sport. He had to worry about getting kicked in the face, so that lets you know about his toughness a little bit. I don't know who he fought in the kickboxing, and I want to say he won championships in his kickboxing. So Chris Algieri I don't think Chris Algieri was a slouch. I think Rushin Palatnikov took him lightly, and that's how he ended up losing. And that can happen. That can happen to anybody. Anybody on any given day. You go into that ring to fight somebody. And if you underestimate them, shit, even if you overestimate them, you can get beat up. You can get beat. I'm not gonna say beat up because I don't think Chris Argyri beat up Rushin Palatnikov, but he beat him. He definitely won that fight. If you thought Rushin Palatnikov won that fight, you out of control. You probably think Kovalev beat Andre Ward that first time, because he definitely didn't. He could have if he'd have stepped on the gas like one or two more rounds, but no. But so Mikey, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, Fanon pointed it out that Mikey looked a little chubby at 147. He looks a little thick at 147, which ain't. Errol Spence don't. Errol Spence look like he in shape. He look like he in much better shape than Mikey at 147. Now I don't know, you know, maybe Mikey going to train differently or whatever. I don't know. But and I completely agree with like Black Fight Fan, 78 Sport, and pretty much everybody that's an Errol Spence fan. Errol needs to go in there and hurt him. He needs to try his best to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I mean, I'm all over the place, but to think that Mikey Garcia, now I don't know what Mikey Garcia sees. He says he sees something in this game. I don't know what he sees, because even with a skill flaw, can you handle Errol Spence's punches? Now, when you beat up the likes of Floyd Mayweather, granted it was in sparring, but still, like, you beat up Floyd Mayweather. I don't know how many stories people have of besting Floyd Mayweather, you know what I'm saying, in the ring, period. So, you beat up Floyd, then you beat up the likes of Kell Brook. Like, Kell Brook is no... I wish Kell Brook would have fought Errol Spence before he fought Triple G. I kind of wish he didn't fight Triple G. That was a bad fight for him. It was... And I think that's a good comparison. This will kind of be like the Triple G versus... but I think it's going to be worse. Triple G versus Kell Brook. I think this could be that kind of fight where it's just like, dog, you probably shouldn't be in this ring with this guy. This guy is not, he's not a joke. Now, Kell Brook showed, I think Kell Brook, in the same sense that Triple G took fights out of Kell Brook, I think Kell Brook took fights out of Triple G, because between him and what's my man's name? He just fought. Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank on his name. Danny Jacobs. Those two fights showed that Triple G is not a killer. He's not the killer that everybody think he is. So I think that kind of took some fights out of Triple G also. But I think that's going to be the same kind of thing where, like, Kell Brook lost some of his career in that Triple G fight. You know what I'm saying? You get your orbital bone broken. I think that took some years out of some fights out of Kell Brook. Then I think that Errol Spence fight took some more fights out of Kell Brook. I think Kell Brook would have been it might have been a better match if that fight came before the Triple G fight. But, you know, it is what it is. But to think that, like, Kell Brook would beat Mikey Garcia up. Kell Brook dealt with the likes of Sean Porter. Easily, arguably, probably the toughest opponent as far as, like, at least at those, arguably one of the toughest opponents at 147. Easily one of the toughest opponents at 147. You know what I'm saying? Easily one of your toughest opponents at 147. He is not. Sean Porter is not a pushover. I wish he had more heart to go fight Earl Spence, but whatever. It is what it is. Maybe he will fight Earl this year, though. Who knows? Because this Mikey Garcia fight is the money fight. Is a money fight. I think any fight for a championship would be a money fight. So Earl Spence fighting Terence Crawford or fighting Terence Crawford, Keith Thurman, or Sean Porter. Because I think that's all the belts at 147. I think that's all the belts at 147. Yeah, I think that's it. So, if any one of those fights, I think would be a good fight. But I think this Mikey Garcia fight is the bigger money fight, especially from where they, in Dallas, or in Texas, somewhere in Texas, where they're gonna probably have that fight, which would make sense. But I think this is gonna turn out to be a much worse Kell Brook versus Triple G fight, where you going if Earl Spence wants his status to remain what it is, because if he looks slightly beatable in that fight, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for Earl. It doesn't bode well for Earl if he looks slightly beatable. I thought she was going to bang through it. It doesn't look good if he looks slightly beatable. You know what I'm saying? And he against Mikey Garcia, because he shouldn't. Mikey Garcia shouldn't even, once they step into the... You should see the massacre come in as soon as they start doing the press conferences. I hope that Earl Spence has that kind of spirit like Deontay Wilder. And I hope he goes in there and tries to well, I don't hope. But he has to. For his sake. He has to go in there and beat Mikey up. Mikey needs to rethink boxing after this fight. That's what needs to happen. Because, granted, I commend Mike for taking this step, because none of the other no top dog in 147 is trying to do it. Nobody's calling them out. Nobody we really want to see. You know what I'm saying? Because who is he going to fight at? Who's he going to fight? Who's going to fight him? Let me say that. Because Earl wants to fight everybody. So this Mikey Garcia fight is easily it's a money fight. It's a money fight. Because there's no way that I don't see Mikey beating Earl. I don't see him staying away long enough, because Chris Algieri could move. Chris Algieri could get out the way. He had leg, and Earl walked him down. Earl hawked him down. Come here, boy, I'm going to get that ass. And he got that ass. You know what I'm saying? The last couple fights, he didn't run. Lamar Peterson didn't try to outbox him or didn't dance around. From the highlights I remember him just trying to protect his body and protect his face. You know, and still was getting pieced up. They waved that fight off. I'm hoping that I'm hoping Earl gets Mikey out of there. It should be a short fight. If it's a one-rounder, that's even better. A one-rounder, get him out of there. Like, dog, why'd you come up here thinking I was playing with you? I'm not playing with you. But then it'd be a shocker if Mikey actually, I wouldn't be mad if Mikey got caught, after the fight with performance-enhancing drugs. Win or lose, you know what I'm saying? Or good showing or bad. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't matter to me. Because I would like to see, good morning. It would be dope to see, it would be cool to see if Mikey can hang with him. And really hang with him. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I don't think Earl is a big knockout puncher as far as facial, but he'll hurt you. He will hurt you. You know what I'm saying? He definitely will hurt you. So I don't know, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get to work. Y'all have a good one. Peace.